What's up everybody, and welcome to another Angler X video. Mother Nature is not quite ready for us to be on the ice, but that time will come. Be patient. The good thing is we do have open water and we can take advantage of that while the weather's still nice. I'm out on the Mississippi River today fishing for sauger below the lock and dam with a jig and plastic. I think you're gonna love this week's video. Don't go anywhere. There's one fish on. First fish of the day, barely grabbed it. Well, early in the morning, it's Thanksgiving morning. Below the lock and dam. See if I can put a few fish together for you. It's right around the freezing point, air temperature. Water temperature's 33. So we're really having to slow these baits down. That's my first fish. Nice little sauger. Hopefully that's the first of many. But we'll get him back. I got him on a 1/4 ounce jig head and a gulp minnow. Fish. Fish on. This dropped it back down to the bottom. This guy picked it up. It was just weight on the end of the line there as I lifted it back up. I'll get him in and see what we got. There's sauger. Nice sauger. Got him up under the chin. He pinned it. Trying to fish it really slowly. Not giving it any aggressive hops or anything. I'm just getting it down to the bottom and then slowly pulling on it. And with the amount of current that's out here, as I give it a slight pull, that jig just lifts up off the bottom. Then when I stop it, it slowly falls back down. And I can check every once in a while, make sure I'm on the bottom by just dropping it back. And I should see my line go slack as it hits the bottom. You aren't going to feel a real aggressive bite. It's going to be basically, you might feel a little tick, but most of the time it's just going to be weight on the end of your line. Fish. Fish on. Decent one. In 29 feet of water, so I bring these fish up slowly. This one feels like a decent one. Yeah, nice sauger. Be a good one to keep. I'll keep a few fish. There's one. That one cracked it good. Fish on, finally. This one feels like a better one. I actually felt this one crack it. Generally, if you can feel them hit like that, they're a better fish. This one definitely feels better. Oh yeah. It's dogging me. Oh, he's fighting kind of strange. Not sure what this is. It's not fighting like a walleye or sauger. Oh, it is a nice, really nice sauger. Giant sauger. Really nice sauger. Yeah, guys. Beautiful fish. And did he crack it? It's a little bigger than I like to keep for sauger. That's be a nice walleye to keep, but sauger wise, it's a little too big. There we go. 17 inches. Really nice sauger. There you go. Beautiful fish. Kind of out in the middle here, right below the lock and dam. And I'm just below kind of where the water starts to settle down a little bit. Got that more turbulent water right below the locks. And I'm just dropping downstream just so I'm out of that and into the more sandy flat area below the dam. And like I mentioned before, I'm casting downstream with my jig, letting it get to the bottom, and then just bringing it real slowly along the bottom back to the boat. Always making sure I'm near the bottom. There's one fish on. Good fish. Not like the last one. This one might be more of a keeper size. There you go, nice fish. Nice keeper sauger. There you go. Beautiful. Like 14 incher. Yeah, 14 inches. That's a great size to keep. This yellow line's really helping me to detect bites. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see just a little bit of a bow in my line. And as it's falling to the bottom, I watch the bow in that line. And when the fish hits, you'll just see a little bit of a jump. That line will just jump just a little bit. And that's when you set the hook. But it's a great strike indicator using this bright yellow line. That's the main reason I use it, is so I like to be able to see how my line is reacting in the current. When the jig hits the bottom, I can tell that. And when a fish hits, I can tell that as well. And I do that all by watching the line. Fish. Just the slightest little tick on that one. They're nice fish. There we go. Beautiful sauger. There we go. It's number 3. Today I'm using my Radcliffe 7'2" Aspire Series spinning rod. It's a medium light action, super sensitive. It's absolutely perfect for fishing these sauger. You can feel the lightest bites with this rod. It's just the perfect action for walleyes and sauger. I use it for smallmouth. Amazing rod. I'm using 8-pound mono from Stren. It's a high vis gold. The Fluger President reel. Just a great all-around combination for walleye fishing on the Mississippi. I think the biggest mistake that people make when the water's this cold is fishing too aggressively, too fast. You really gotta slow down that jig, especially if the fish are kind of negative. Essentially, I'm just keeping that jig just above the bottom, not really imparting much action, maybe give it a jiggle here and there. But I'm really just holding it still, just above the bottom. And that seems to be the most effective way to get bites. They don't want to have to chase down a bait right now. They just want an easy meal. A jig hanging right in front of their faces is just that. It's an easy meal. They'll grab it. And you got to be ready to set the hook. So if you're going to fish the way I fish, where I cast out and kind of horizontally jig the bait back to the boat, you want to have the right size jig. Too heavy of a jig and it'll fall to the bottom too fast. Too light of a jig and you won't get to the bottom. If you prefer to just go vertical, you can get away with a little bit heavier jig. That way you can keep your line vertical. You can get good contact with the bottom. You know exactly how far off the bottom you are. But with this method I'm using a 1/4 ounce jig today. It's getting to the bottom, but it's falling nice and slowly, so it gives those fish time to find it and strike it. Beautiful Thanksgiving morning on the Mississippi River. The sun's just starting to peek through the clouds there. It's supposed to be a fairly nice day. I'm just popping around out here, guys. Catch a few fish in an area, make a little bit of a move. Catch a couple fish, make a little bit of a move. Everything's been in that, 28, 29, 30 feet of water. Seems to be kind of the magic depth. There's one. Fish on. Good fish. Went through a little dry spell there, but hooked up again. I was just cruising along here and good fish. Nice sauger. I'll make that my last fish. Got a limit of sauger. Beautiful fish. Nice little fish there. About 14.5 incher. Well guys, that's it for today's video. We had a great morning on the water, got some awesome sauger, got a few for a fish fry. So we're heading home now. Be patient, the ice will come, but let's take advantage of some of that open water while we still have it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and maybe even learned something. And until next time, thanks for watching.